Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppers. Today, joined by Weisse, checking out a Danish brewery that's about fucking time we do some reviews of on the channel. If you're not from Denmark, you probably never heard of these guys, but this is from Åben. Åben Brewery, which is Danish for open brewery. Åben is a brewery that came into the scene very young, or they're very young guys, and they've kind of taken the scene by storm and got nominated and won the prize from the Danish Beer Enthusiasts as being the best new Danish brewery last year. They've been around for 2-3 years or so, maybe, something like that.
Quite young.
Philip, one of the founders, I know him. I actually went to brewing school with him, and he's been doing so much. It's crazy how much work he does to get this thing going. Just like collaborations, and like right now they're opening a bar in Aarhus, a city in the middle of the country, and he's like working on this 24/7. It's crazy. A lot of fucking dedication, so hats off to that. I've never reviewed any of their beers, and I thought it was about time we do it because this one is really nice.
But we've both tasted quite a few.
Yeah, and they're nice. I mean, it's one of those breweries you can see these guys are going somewhere because they're very focused on keeping high quality products, and they're still learning, but what they've put out so far has been pretty good. And also the reason why they're called Åben or Åben, and as you see the label is quite different because it's actually on backwards, but because it's symbolizing the openness of what they are trying to convey. Like they're very open about what they do, and they kind of want to try and translate
open
it
to doing beer.
Yes, and anything, and they're kind of trying to translate that into their product. They have a very cool little video about them talking about openness, and not just beer, but everything, and how openness is important. And it's a very good statement, and that thing that's kind of, I guess that's their story. It just goes through the entire thing of their company. I mean, that's what they're saying as well, is that this is what they've experienced working in the beer scene, talking to brewers. Everyone's very open to talk about how to do things and want it. And that's 100% my experience as well.
Yeah.
So this is one of their first kind of crazy experiments they did. They've done mainly New England IPAs, but they also have done, regular IPAs, the odd stout, and then what they've been doing a bit more of now is like kettle sours.
Yeah.
And this is the first one they did, which was, I think it was like 230 kilos of fruit additions or something, different fruit pulps and whatnot. It was a crazy amount, but this is the Åben Stolen Fruit Red Berry Berliner Weisse, or red berries. So it's a kind of like a series, stolen fruit. The first one was red berry, and they just did a pineapple and something one. And
I think they did a blueberry one.
Blueberry as well, yeah. So the red berry one here is made with raspberry, blackcurrant, black cherries, blackberry, red currant, and lactic acid culture, and of course also barley and wheat malt. And it's only 5.4%. So.
A crusher.
Yeah, but when you look at it, you can see instantly that they put in a boatload of berries.
It's just pink.
It's pink and pulpy looking.
Yeah.
Like, or purple. I'd say.
Purple. Yeah, actually more purple. Yeah.
Purple, but with a pink head.
Pink head, yeah.
Have you had this one before?
No, not this one. But I've had some of the IPAs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's called something with Solstice. Is it Solace?
Yeah, Solstice. That's kind of the newer
one.
But I had like the Solar,
they also
the triple IPA.
Indian Summer, I think.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, and also I actually have I've had one of the sours, one of the Berliner Weisses. Yeah.
It's a bit cold, but
let's try it.
Check it
this
out.
is some in a glass, I think. It's so yogurty.
Yogurty. It smells like dead on mixed berry, skovberg yogurt.
Yeah.
Forest berry yogurt. It's a very popular thing in at least in Denmark, but also Scandinavia, which is like different forest berries in it. So there's like blueberry, raspberry, blackcurrant, strawberry, all kinds of things in a yogurt.
But especially this one, I get a lot of like blackberry and blackcurrant and blueberry.
Yeah,
those are kind
of currants for me are really standing out. Also,
currants.
Yeah,
peps. Yeah, not so much. Maybe a touch of like a strawberry kind of thing,
but I think that's also because it's a mash of different berries. But the yogurt element is like really huge on this from the lactic culture.
But I'm not getting a lot of like pure raspberry. It's kind of like.
But I think it's because there's so many berries, so it ends up tasting like this like kind of rounded mix of different berries, almost like the puree or the frozen berry mixes you buy in the supermarket for making.
We just talked about it.
We talked about off camera earlier.
Like a berry symphony, you call it in Denmark.
Yeah. I mean it's only black currant and red currant of currants, but for me that's what stands out the most.
Yeah, I think so. And maybe a bit of like a blueberry thing. But
almost like a honey note to me as well. There's definitely some maltiness underneath.
Yeah, I think maybe that's the maltiness just giving off that honey.
Like a honey sweetness.
Yeah.
I wonder what malts they put in. I don't know. It just says barley and wheat.
Wheat malt. But
let's
try it.
Cheers. And thanks to Ølkassen for the beer. That's really refreshing. This is really like a summer slugger.
Yeah.
It's not as sour as I remember.
No, it's not really sour.
Second sip, maybe a bit more sour. When I had this on draft, it was a bit more sour than this, as far as I remember. I think this is I think it's batch 2. Or batch 3. I can't remember how many they've done. They've done a few now.
Yeah.
But it has like a very big, like wheaty.
Yeah, it's actually quite
flavor.
Like, it reminds me a bit of I don't know if you guys know what it is, but Weetabix is like a cereal, like a breakfast cereal.
Yeah.
Made out of mostly wheat, and it actually reminds me quite a bit of that, taste-wise.
Flavors for me again, it's really the currants that shine, like sour currants, especially actually red currants.
Red currants, yeah. It doesn't.
There is definitely also some raspberry.
Yeah, but it's not as deep and complex as the aroma kind of suggests.
No, but I'm not 100% sure. So it says August 2020, so I take it this bottle is from August.
Yeah.
19.
Yeah, but
I'd imagine they put a year on the shelf life.
But we bought it pretty fresh off Ølkassen, didn't we?
Yeah, they just got it in, so
yeah.
I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to tell with.
There's loads of red currant on the aftertaste, but
it is kind of like a lighter, more refreshing berry taste, taste-wise.
Yeah.
Whereas the aroma is that like deeper. If you think of like blueberries, black raspberries, blackberries.
Yeah, strawberries and raspberries. Actually. Black cherries are a bit lost for me on the flavor, and blackberry and raspberry get a bit interchangeable. I guess the big standout is the raspberry the blackberry and black currant and red currant.
Yeah, maybe a bit of strawberry because it has that lightness to it. It doesn't have that like deep.
I think it could be a little bit more sour though, but I think this is a very good gateway sour for a lot of people who are maybe not too keen on it yet.
I think so
because it's not too sour. The biggest disappointment for me is like the aroma pops to me more than the flavor.
Yeah, I think so.
That's the only like big beef I have with it, but otherwise it's like a perfect summer beer.
Yeah,
and something that when you're in Denmark, I definitely think you should try and hit these guys up because they're great guys and they're really. They're doing a lot of work to get better, which is awesome. That's what we want to see. Like brewers who keep working at it and putting out new stuff. Yeah. I'm thinking like an 88, something like that. Yeah. 87.
Yeah.
It's a very it's getting close to. If it was as my experience was on tap, I would have gone like 90, 91, 92. But in the bottle, having it now, I'd say around 88.
Yeah, it just
it's a nice drink. It's just that little oomph. Exactly. It's just that what it's like.
Yeah. It has it in the aroma, so if they can translate that to the taste, it would be really good.
But again, it could also just be because it's been sitting around, it's been sitting hot, you never know. Like a lot of the times, actually, do you remember the Adroit Theory beer we reviewed? I got a comment from one of you guys that it was actually taken back from the market because bottles were exploding. How the fuck did they even get it to? I guess they were doing all this stuff and then they shipped the pallet to Europe and it's like, oh fuck, and now it's in Europe.
It's kind of
that's why it was overcarbonated. That was why it was overcarbonated, but ours didn't explode.
Yeah,
but
Luckily, a fridge didn't get destroyed.
It was not in my fridge. It was actually in the cabinet for a while, or in the room for a while.
Okay.
My cellar. Luckily, it didn't explode in my cellar. But nice stuff, guys. If you get a chance to check out Åben from Denmark, check them out. One of the new breweries here that are showing lots of promise. Stolen fruit, red berries, Berliner Weisse. If you've had this one, guys, let us know what you thought of it. As always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter. Check out Ølkassen, the link for the web shop is down below. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And we're going to say cheers.
Cheers.
And see you guys in another review.